Alright, what's going on, guys? So welcome back to another video. Before we get into it though, I want to go ahead and give two very quick announcements. Number one, I'm making 5 videos today, 3 on the main channel, 2 on the side channel, More Optimus. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for both. I plan on uploading way more on both channels, so there's going to be a lot more content for you to enjoy. And number 2, I'm doing a Christmas sale over on Shop Opti through Optimus merch. Buy any item in the store, one item, get another item in the store, 20% off all the way through Christmas. Great way to support the channel. Both will be linked in the pinned comment down below. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. So I saw a pretty crazy tweet that well, not even just a tweet, realistically it became kind of like a thread slash spam flurry of tweets that just kind of boggled my mind, man, because, well, you know, parents, right? We all know parents, like, they're either good or they're bad. All of our parents, I think, have done some pretty bad stuff from time to time, right? You know, our parents, they've messed up. Maybe your parents never got you that dog you wanted when you were 7 years old or whatever, right? I don't know, okay? If you got some childhood trauma you need to work out, man, honestly, my YouTube comments are not the place for you to do it, even though some of you unintentionally do it anyway with some of the very ignorant stuff you say. You just scream, hey, my parents weren't nice to me. But anyway, apparently parents are just evil, bro. I didn't know this, but the whole concept of parenting is bad. Obviously, parenting is a pretty fundamentally natural thing, right? Because obviously two people have a child. You can't just, you know, have a newborn child, lay it down on the ground, and it just, you know, we're not birds, we're not, you know, there's a lot of animals out there that they come right out the womb or whatever, they come out the egg, and they just know what they need to be doing, bro. They're like, yeah, I have that 3,000-mile flight plan already going for the winter, bro. I know how to feed myself, mom, leave me be. But that's not how humans are, you know? You gotta kind of like sit there and do everything for them for 18 or so years and kind of just hope they don't turn into a fucking psychopath, right? So, but apparently that's wrong, okay? Parenting is wrong. So, yeah, it all really started with this tweet here by a fella named Noah Berlatsky, okay? And I took a look at his page, of course, because I like to see the backstory of the people in which I'm making videos and what they talk about. So he is he/him. Bylines NBC Think, Atlantic, Washington Post, Pitchfork, Guardian, Foreign Policy, wrote Wonder Woman, Bondage, and Feminism for Rutgers UP. So what I'm hearing here is several different mainstream publications and is a random check mark on Twitter. Not a good sign, okay? The random check marks on Twitter for journalists are a fucking nightmare. And Twitter needs to stop handing them out because I think it emboldens them to say stupid shit. Speaking of saying stupid shit, let's go ahead and see what he said. Parents are tyrants. Parent is an oppressive class, like rich people or white people. Okay, well, I'm rich and I'm white, okay? So apparently I'm just double oppressive. I didn't know that, but apparently I'm just out here fucking oppressing every single human being on the block. My fault, everybody. I didn't mean to. I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back here, but yeah, parents are tyrants, okay? So, you know, I'm thinking of tyrants in my head right now. You know, I'm thinking of like some dictators throughout history, you know, some very historical leaders, some bad guys. Usually I'm not thinking of my mom or my pops, you know what I'm saying? I would say my parents were pretty cool. My mom was pretty good to me growing up for the most part. You know, we got in some arguments, we had some very petty disputes, and, you know, there was the occasional moment. But I definitely could have had it worse, okay? You know, my dad got me into music, got me into video games. He taught me a lot of what I use today to be a functioning human being in society, okay? So, would I classify my parents as quote-unquote tyrants? No, not at all. I would not classify my parents as tyrants whatsoever. Now here's the thing, I'm gonna level a little bit here. I think I understand what he's trying to say, like the point he's trying to make. I believe he's trying to say that too many parent-child relationships often are pretty much completely resulting in the parent being completely authoritarian over their child and giving them no room to like grow as human beings outside of that. I'm not 100% sure. That's what I think he's trying to say. I don't want to put words in his mouth, of course. There are things you can do to try to minimize the abuse that's endemic to the parent/child relationship, but it's always there. Okay. Well, Noah, my man, no, it is not always there, okay? I would say that a lot of times kids are not abused, you know what I'm saying? Lots of parents out there are very loving to their children, and they don't have to be authoritative over their children whatsoever. It's not always there. If it was there for you growing up, that's understandable, but no, not everyone's parents are pieces of shit. Not everyone's parents are assholes or have to be strict or anything. Parents can take their kids' phones, spy on them, lock them in the house, forbid them to see significant others, queer or otherwise, refuse to help them with college, kick them out of the house. There's hardly even a social consensus that any of that is bad. Okay, well, some of that isn't bad. Okay, some of that is just, it's not bad. First and foremost, you say their kids' phones. It's not the child's property. If the kid's not paying for it, if the kid did not purchase it, it's not their property. Look, I'm all for kids having their own privacy and having boundaries with their parents. My parents were pretty decent, I would say, about that. Like, they never went through my fucking phone or anything. I was allowed to have one. Nothing crazy like that, right? So, the thing is, though, they paid for it the entire time that I was a kid. Therefore, they were fully within the right, and reasonably so, to take my phone and go through it if they wanted to. Now, personally, I don't agree with parents going through their children's phones because I think that it does breach a barrier of trust between the kid and the parent. And unless I believed my kid was doing like crazy illegal shit, I would never go through my son or daughter's phone. But taking it from them is a completely different concept. Yeah, it's theirs, but it's not theirs. You know what I'm saying? It is a privilege to have a phone. It is not a fucking necessity. Parents are fully within their right to dictate where their children go, or if they go anywhere at all. That it's within their right, and reasonably so. Children are not entitled to make that decision for themselves. An 8-year-old kid does not have the right to tell their parent, "Fuck you, bro, I'm going to Dairy Queen. You can't tell me what to do." And as far as significant others, in my personal opinion, children shouldn't even be dating until they're like in high school to begin with. And even then, parents are still fully within the right to decide whether or not children, at that point, see one another. Because yes, you are a child until you're 18. I look back on some of the relationships and people that I had crushes on and stuff like that growing up, and dude, I would never fucking let my kid be with people like that. You know what I'm saying? I would never allow my child to see some people. Some kids are pieces of shit, and they don't deserve to have, you know, my kid going around them and having them negatively influenced. I would never refuse to help my child with college. I think that's fucked up. I would probably never kick my child out of the house. It would have to be very extreme. I do think that that's also fucked up. There is definitely a social consensus that a lot of that is bad, given the circumstance. I mean, if your kid is like sitting in his room doing nothing and you throw him out, most people are going to be like, that's wrong. Most parents, if they could, would help with their children's college. But a lot of this has nothing to do with tyranny. Like, it's not tyrannical to have property that you allow your child to have as a privilege. That is not tyrannical. It would be fucking tyrannical to deny them food, you know? It'd be tyrannical to deny them a roof over their head. Sure, because you're mad at them? Sure, that would be tyrannical. I feel like what you're doing is you're oversimplifying the parent/child relationship, and then you're automatically giving it like a negative connotation that it doesn't automatically have. And in all reality, it just sounds like you had a shitty childhood growing up and you're kind of projecting that out on everyone else. But then we get hit with a real dose of irony here, okay? We're getting hit with a real fucking good dose of just that irony. Anyone who's parented a teenage girl would beg to differ. I'm parenting a teenage girl, you asshole. Wait, but bro. You know, parenting is tyrannical, but you're parenting a teenage girl. Parents are tyrannical, you're parenting a teenage girl. Make it make sense, man. Oh yeah, all these other parents are shitty. They're all tyrannical. They're all bad parents, and we need to fix the dynamic in that relationship between the parent and the child. But me, bro, I'm doing it right. You know, I'm doing good. You know, I'm parenting a teenage girl, and I'm doing good. You're an asshole. I mean, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Because clearly you think you're doing a decent job, right? But I mean, inherently you can't be doing a decent job if parenting is fucking tyrannical and horrible. So I just want to, you know, do a little experiment here, okay? We're making the claim that parenting's tyrannical. I tend to disagree. Sure, some of it is, but I tend to disagree across the board. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below, folks. Are your parents tyrannical? Do you think that parenting in large is tyrannical even if your parents are overbearing? Go ahead and let me know what you think down below. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, being an evil dad one day, and signing out.